In case you hadn't heard, there's a big game here at Gillette Stadium on Sunday. The return of Tom Brady to New England after his departure to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers last season. I'm Evan Lazar for CLNS Media, coming to you from Gillette Stadium, where the Patriots are beginning their preparations to face one Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers offense that currently leads the entire NFL in points per game and yards per game as one of the most high-powered offenses in the entire league. So how do the Patriots and head coach Bill Belichick, who knows a thing or two about slowing down high-powered offenses and coming up with game plans that end up in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, take down Tom Brady and the Bucs on Sunday night? And with Brady, it's kind of like a basketball player. Let's compare it to maybe Steph Curry. You can't hope to completely shut him down, but you just want to contain him enough to keep the game close. And if you're the Patriots defense, that's exactly what you have to do in Sunday night's game. Take a page out of what the Los Angeles Rams just did last week in a 34-24 victory over Tampa Bay. Although Brady threw for 411 yards, that's a huge number, 411 against the Rams defense last weekend, he only scored 24 points, and the Rams forced the Buccaneers offense to dink and dunk their way down the field, and they did so successfully in some occasions, but still not enough to beat Matt Stafford and the Rams offense. So how do the Patriots go about doing that? Well, Los Angeles showed Brady a lot of too high looks early in the down, then rotated into cover three structures after the snap and took away those deep shots down the field that we know Bruce Arians and Tampa Bay wants to take, even with Brady at quarterback. So in that game against the Los Angeles Rams, Brady averaged 6.8 air yards per attempt. That's his lowest air yards output in a game since week 2 of the 2020 season, his second game as a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. So the Rams forced him to dink and dunk. They forced him to check down the entire game. And even though he threw for 411 yards, it took him 55 attempts to get there. And at Steph Curry comparison, you can't hope to shut him down completely, just contain him. Well, taking away the big plays down the field is how the Rams were able to contain Tom Brady. So the Patriots, typically a very man-heavy defense, middle of the field closed, post safety, single high, man-to-man. That's Bill Belichick's bread and butter, or cover one, if you want to have the technical term. Now, cover one against this Bucs offense, I hate it. Why? Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Rob Gronkowski, assuming Antonio Brown suits up in this game as well for Tampa Bay. That is a lot of firepower to man up across the board if you are the Patriots secondary, a secondary that does not have Stephon Gilmore currently in the lineup. So although the Patriots' bread and butter is typically man coverage, I expect Belichick, and I know that Patriots fans are going to roll their eyes at this and say Tom Brady shreds zone. But Tom Brady is going to shred him no matter what. So the best thing that they can do is make him shred them by going 10, 15 play drives down the field. He still might beat you that way. He probably will. But at least you will limit the big plays and keep yourself in the football game. On the other side of the ball for the Patriots offense, another matchup against a blitz-happy defense. Todd Bowles' Bucs D ranks number 1 in blitz rate. Mac Jones, through 3 games this season, number 2 in blitz rate, facing a ton of pressure in the first 3 games of the year. So the Patriots will have to shore things up with the blitz pressure without James White. That's going to be a tough task against this Bucs defense that's very aggressive and likes to come after the quarterback. So on the offensive side of the ball for the Patriots, beat the blitz. Figure that out with your protections and with Mac Jones throwing the football through the air. And obviously slow down Tom Brady or limit Tom Brady by forcing him to check the football down. You can check out the rest of our Patriots coverage down here at Gillette Stadium for Patriots Bucs on Sunday night, and we will have you covered completely on Sunday from FOXBORO. I'll be down here and watching the return of one Tom Brady, the greatest quarterback of all time, coming home to New England. I'm Evan Lazar for CLNS Media. Thanks for watching. CLNS Media's Patriots coverage is brought to you by the Legends brand. High performance apparel with style and comfort that you will want to wear all day long. Use the promo code PATS20 for 20% off your first order. That is legends.com.